Alright, man. Shalom, shalom. All praises be unto Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham, L'chak, Dash, and double honors unto the apostles and the elders at Great Millstone who rule well, and salutations unto the Arkim who continue to push the word in truth and in sincerity. And I'm also shalom to the brothers and sisters who are listening and learning at this time, man. And out here another week to prophesy the downfall of this wicked kingdom. You know, you got a lot of spirits out here, a lot of people know that something's going on, something's about to go down, and people resort to their gods and things of that nature. I'm out here where I usually teach when I'm by myself. Um, you know, couldn't make it there to be with the Arkim today, in the other end of London, the other complete opposite side of London, actually. And as I was walking to this spot, you got like some Jakes, maybe about 200, 250 meters away, all gathered together, man. And you had a police officer there, asking what they're up to. And the police officer walked away, and now they're burning some green thing, you know. It's Jake. I don't know if, it's Jake. It's clearly Jake. I don't know if it's like some ceremony, you know, or whatever, man, you know. But they had the feds checking them out over there, man. But they're in the middle of the path there doing their thing, man. I just observed it and kept it moving, man. We gonna do our thing in the spirit and power of how Bashim Shai. And it made me laugh. It made me think, man. No matter what, bro. Like I said, people know that shit is going down, and people be resorting to their chariot. Wow, that's bright, man. Right there, how Bashim Shai. But people know something's going on, and they resort to whatever works for them. By the end of the day, like Gamaliel said, man, which is recorded in the scriptures, if this counsel be of men, it shall come to naught. But if it be of the Most High, that shall stand, man. So all these gods and ceremonies that people want to get up to, you know, um, at the end of the day, bro, is to no avail, man. All right, because the only true power is Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, and that's gonna get revealed in that day, man. You know. So, anyways, what I wanted to start out with is spiritual. You know, that I want to start out on this. Considering what I've seen and everything, is pretty much talking about the deliverance of the Lord, man. The scriptures speak about this deliverance is, pretty much is going to outdo the deliverance in ancient Egypt, Mount Zion, man. But when you read through that, you can't, that's not, the scriptures ain't saying that to downplay what the Lord did in ancient Egypt. That was a badass deliverance, man. That was dramatic as fuck, man. You know, close shaves and all of that. But the Lord Yahweh Shai came through for Yasharallah, man. Okay. But this time, the deliverance is even going to be more grand, more spectacular, more dramatic, right? You know. But the point is, I want to get in the spirit is that the Lord never forsakes his people, man. Even when it looks like the Lord has turned his back on us, man, there's always an escape route. There's always a way out. Why? Because the Lord Yahweh is bound by his word, man. And he states, that he will never leave us nor forsake us, man. But quickly to recap ancient Egypt, this is, I say it, brother. I had it up here. There we go. Let me look at the screen. So, look, this is Exodus 14 and 1, and it says, And the Lord Yahweh spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto it says to your children, but really sons, Banyam, Yasharallah, sons of Israel, that they may turn and encamp before Piro, uh, Firoh, Firoh, Fihiroth, between Migdol and the sea, over against Baal Zephon. Before it shall he encamp by the sea. For Pharaoh will say of the children of Israel, they are entangled in the land, the wilderness have shut them in. Because pretty much the Lord, when you read the accounts, the Lord hardened Pharaoh's heart so that he could show forth his power. And basically, the Lord sent Moses unto Pharaoh a multitude of times to say, look, let my people go. Thus saith the Lord, power of Israel, Yahweh, the power of Israel, let my people go. But the Lord already pre-programmed it. He said to Moses that I'm going to harden his heart, man. You know, so the Lord pretty much hardened the heart of Pharaoh so that so that you know he wouldn't he wouldn't let them go, man. You know, so eventually the Lord brought plagues upon Egypt. You had the darkness, you had the outbreaks of infestation of creepy things like the lices, the frogs, you know, which ultimately the blood being turned to water, you know, a hubs on there, man. Shalom, man. You know, and ultimately it resulted in what did it result in, man? The firstborn being put to death, and then Pharaoh had enough. The Lord made him had enough, and said, all right, cool, they can go. But then the Lord hardened his heart again, so we left out of Egypt with great spoils too, by the way. You know, and when it speaks about a great multitude left, yeah, that weren't Israelites. You're right, but what were they, man? They served us as slaves. All right, they had nothing to do with the deliverance being under hardcore bondage, man. The great multitude that left with us, we left with gold, we left with silver, we left with a lot of wealth, man. You know, and amongst that, we left with slaves too. Okay, how about that? Having been slaves for the past 400 years, we left with slaves too. That were under us, but they had nothing to do with the covenant. They had nothing to do with the deliverance because they were not the people who were preordained to be in slavery, in Martyr Zion. Okay, so that happened now, and pretty much we had the sea behind us and the land caved us in, man. So Pharaoh said, well, look at these people, they're caged in. Let me go get them back, right? So verse 4, Exodus 14 and 4, and it says, and I will harden Pharaoh's heart that he shall follow after them, and I will be honored upon Pharaoh and upon all his hosts, that the Egyptians may know that I am the Lord. And they did so. So that again, even after the Lord programmed Pharaoh to let us go, then once we were gone, he was like, nah, fuck that. Let's go get them back. Let's go bring their asses back into captivity. You know? Okay. Uh, and it was told the king of Egypt that the people fled, and the heart of Pharaoh and his servants was turned against the people. And they said, why have we done this? That have we let Israel go from serving us? So they had a demonic epiphany, like, hold on, wait a fucking minute. Why did we let these niggas go? They were serving us. They were building up our societies, man. You know, our economy was booming, having them in slavery. Why the fuck would we let them go? What the hell did we just do? Nah, nah, nah. Let's go out there, chase after them, and bring their asses back into captivity. That was pretty much the conversation that had been had amongst Pharaoh and his top generals within Egypt and the general public of the Egyptians. All right, which by the way are them fucking Sudanese people today, man. Right, you got them Arabs out there, them Ishmaelites talking about I am from Egypt, I am Egyptian, speaking fucking Arabic. No, they ain't the real Egyptians, man. The real Egyptians are them fucking Sudanese, tall ass, dull-eyed, yellow dull-eyed, crusty skin, no spirit, flavorless pieces of fucking shit. All right, them shooting, and they hate Jake, by the way. Okay, brothers have spoken about it. The apostles and the bishop elders on down have spoken about it. Us brothers coming on. I've actually had encounters with them real biblical Egyptians, man. and they don't fucking like Jake, and rightly so. We don't like them either, man. You know. Well, one time, I think where was it, man? We might have been at the camp years ago, maybe one of them other South London locations. Was it Peckham or Brixton? I don't know. Years ago, man. And one of them fucking Sudanese guys came up, and we didn't call him brother, but the spirit jumped on him to state the difference. He was like, "We may be black, but I am not your brother." A fucking crusty ass, dry ass, like, and that shows you that I'm going off here on a tangent, but it's cool. I'll bring it back. That shows you that all people's got melanin, man. So that curse on Esau to not have melanin is indeed a curse indeed, because everything has trees have melanin, man. The bark of trees have melanin. All nations have melanin. Moabites have melanin, man. All right. It's just the way the melanin is, the quantity of it, and how it hits your pigment, and how the pigment hits your skin, which is all determined by what? The genes, the genetics. Hamites got melanin, but the way the melanin hits the Hamites is way different. The melanin hits Jake's, man. Our melanin has a glossy glow to it, which is the best form of melanin. Whereas their melanin, they're still so-called brown or dark skin or whatever, but they're ashy, man. The melanin hits them dull. That's the genetic differences, man. But that fucking Hamite was like, "We may both be black, but I am not your brother." And we looked at him like, "You're fucking right. You're not our brother, man." You know. Anyways, man. Exodus 14:5. No, Salakia verse 6 now. And he made ready his chariot and took his people with him. And he took 600 chosen chariots and all the chariots of Egypt and captains of every one of them. And the Lord hardened the heart of Pharaoh, king of Egypt. And he pursued after the children of Israel, and the children of Israel went out with an high hand. We went out fruitful, but Egyptians pursued after them, all the horses and chariots of Pharaoh and his horsemen and his army, and overtook them encamping by the sea beside Phihiroth before Baal Zephon. And when Pharaoh drew nigh, the children of Israel lifted up their eyes, and behold, the Egyptians marched after them, and they were sore afraid. And the children of Israel cried unto the Lord. Yeah, because we're now trapped in, man. You know, and that's pretty much, I like meditate. We meditate on certain concepts scripturally, man. And all day, I'm fucking sick right now, but it is what it is, man. I was laying in the bed, for most of the day. You know, that's pretty much the reason I couldn't be with the brothers, because I've got acid reflux, man. I've got acid reflux and I've got a cold. And by the way, I was out yesterday. This is just a testimony, because I was watching the London Central camp earlier, and they were just saying things which is so true, man. Things I actually experienced yesterday. And when you go out and you do things like in the world, and I've been doing that, but sometimes Satan will come a bit harder, and you gotta you gotta adjust in the spirit and go harder in the spirit, man. Psalms 121, the Lord neither slumbers nor sleeps. This is why, as much as possible, we gotta stay in the spirit, because the brothers were speaking about, when you're out in the world, just do what you gotta do and get the fuck back to the house. Yesterday, I went to pick up my woman, because she was out by a family member. She had, taking care of some family business, and she, her cars were fucked up, so she got the train there. But she missed the last train, so it was like early hours of the morning. I went to pick her up and bring her home, right? And then there was a food spot. I went to pick up some food. I left her in the car park across the road, right? And next to this food spot in this place in London, there's like a pub, and it was like 1 a.m. And so I'm waiting outside the shop for my food, and I actually said it in my head, in the spirit. I said it. I was like, "Yeah, man, let me just keep my head down, because you got these drunk Edomites coming out of this pub. You don't know if they might want to start something with you." That's what I was saying in my head. So I was purposely like, let's say the pub's this shop here, then next door is the food shop. I'm trying to just wait outside and turn my back. But then you had this Irish, he's probably a Jake, this Irish traveller dude, I found out later. And that's when they all started coming out the pub, right? So then he goes, you're right, pal. You're right. You know, he's an Irish dude, but he actually lives in Scotland. So I later on learned from his friend, and it's funny because I took a trip. I was out of the UK a couple of days ago, and I met a Scotsman and his woman, and then we were just getting along and chopping it up and talking about various topics, right? But anyway, this Irishman came out the pub early hours this morning, and he goes, "You all right, mate?" You know, I'm like, "Yeah, I'm cool." And he's like, "You have a good night, son." And I was like, "Yeah, man, have a good night." And he goes to give me a handshake. No, Salaki, before he gave me the handshake, because I ain't the tallest of dudes, you know, but it is what it is, man. I know how to fucking get down, bro. But I don't want to be carnal or whatever. So he comes and he's a tall dude and he puts his arm around my neck, like he locked my neck, and he's like, "Yeah, all right, son." So I'm like, "Bro, like, fucking hell, you're drunk, man." I'm like, still, I'm trying to keep it calm. Like, it's all right, bro. Don't worry, man. Like, yeah, I'm having a good night. You have a good night too, yeah. Let's just keep it moving now. Man's being a little bit disrespectful with it and thing, yeah. So then he goes, "All right, son, all right." I'm like, "Yeah, man, cool, whatever." I'm just waiting for my food. And he goes to give me a handshake. And us, brothers know this, man. We don't really do the handshake thing because of what that means. But aside from that, that's just fucking germs, bro. You've been in the boozer all fucking night, drinking your soul away. I don't know what the fuck you've been doing. You could have had your hands down your pants. You could have picking your nose. You could have been fingering a woman up in there. All that loose shit happens in these pubs and clubs. I don't know what the fuck you're doing, man. You know. And so I said to him, instead of he extended his hand open like a handshake. I was like, "Nah, bro, there you go. I'll give you a fist bump instead." He took offense to that and he's like, "You fucking nigga." And he's like, "You wanna go? You wanna go?" I'm like, "Oh boy, here we go." The spirit told me, man. The spirit had me meditate on that, and the spirit told me that, hey man, just be in and out. But still, Satan was going hard to try and start something with me. And then that's how you know it's spiritual. The scripture says we wrestle not against flesh and blood. He goes, "I know who you're fucking." It's not even him speaking anymore. There's good spirits, man. You drink these spirits. They actually put spirits on people, man. In Vital Veritas and wine, there's truth. You drink alcohol, the real demons or the real righteous vibration comes out of you, man. You know, if a brother gets drunk and he starts talking all manner of shit, that means him when he's sober, it's a facade. But if a brother can be drunk and he's still cool, the real him in wine, there's truth. The truth comes out. So the truth came out of that dude, and the demon took over, and the demon started speaking, going, "I know who you are. I know who you are. You think you're it. You think you've made it. You think you've made it. I know who you are." And in the Lord, in the Spirit and power, we have made it, man. The elect, okay? The hopeful elect, which we pray to be a part of, man. We're praying to be of that. The elect have made it. We're just hoping to be of the number, man, which we'll find out in that day. There's not no question of, oh, maybe the elect will make it. They have made it. Yahweh Shai said that. So what's iffy, what's it if but maybe is if we're of that number. But those who are of that number have made it. It's already been sealed in the spirit, man. So he goes, "Oh, you think you made it? I know who you are. I know who you are." That's the spirits in him, yeah. So then he's like, "You wanna go, nigga? You wanna go?" I'm like, "Listen, brother, I don't wanna fight you, man. I'm just waiting for my food, you know." He goes, nah. You think you made it? I'm like, "Nah, bro." So then he pulls his trousers up and he starts squaring up with me. I'm like, "What the fuck, man? I'm literally just here trying to get some food, man. Like, what the hell is going on, man? You know? You right, mate?" Cool. So then that was that year, and then he starts squaring up with me, man. I'm like, "What the hell?" You know? So after that now, after that year, he squares up with me and he's throwing blows. So obviously I'm like, "Oh shit, I'm backed up behind a fucking shop now. What am I gonna do?" You know? So I'm just there like, "Listen, I don't want to fight you, but you know, I'm getting warm. I stay warm," type of shit, man. You know, I ain't all that, but I train, man. So I'm like, "Oh fuck, man. This guy's cracking. He's proper cracking shots, and I'm just ducking him. Like, I don't want to hit you, man. You know." Then he has two pals. His two pals came, all right, and was like, "Hey, Johnny, what you doing? What you doing? Why you fighting the lad for? What you doing?" You know, he's out there in fucking East London, but these are Irish and Scotsmen, you know. So then the friend comes and is like, don't worry about my mate, don't worry about my mate, my pal. When he gets the drink inside of him, he just goes crazy. It's not you. He likes to fight everybody. So as the friend is speaking to me, like, don't worry about him, the guy cracks me in my nose. Early hours this morning, he gets a clean shot because I got distracted now. I'm talking to the friend, and the guy cracks me right in my nose. My nose starts bleeding and shit, man. And then, I ain't gonna continue with what I did, man. I fucked this shit up. Salakia, man. Salakia. You know, I messed him up. All right, I messed him up, and then the friend was pushing him down the road, like, you see, you like to pick on people. Now you got fucked up, and he was trying to come back for more, but the two friends were pushing him down the road, and then that's when the third guy was like, oh, we're Irish travelers, we're Irish travelers, we're Irish travelers, as if to say, well, we're just rough, and it's cool. It's cool. Cause I like that rough vibe anyway, man. And I got back in the car. I got the food. I got back in the car, and I started telling my woman, and I was like, "Yo, did you see that?" Because we parked the car across the road to the point where she could have seen what was happening on the other side of the road, but she was so tired, she was asleep. I just drove home, man. You know. But then when I spoke to her about it afterwards, when she woke up, we got in the house, and I told her, she was like, "What, really? Sorry, babe. I was tired. I was sleeping." I was like, "Yeah, whatever." But then I actually said to her, I actually like that. Not that I like fighting, because the scripture says, be not a brawler, you know, be not a brawler, man. Not that I like fighting, but I'm going to be honest, getting punched in the face, it felt good, man. It felt good. I'm going to be fucking real. Now, I got pissed off by that, and I cracked him in his head, all right, a couple of times, and left him worse than he left me. But having a bloody nose, my nose is still sore right now. Blood, it felt good, man. Sometimes you need, and the Lord made that happen, man. The Lord made that happen to me. I weren't trying to do anything wrong. I just went to get some food for me and my bird and go home, But the Lord made that happen. But I was kind of pissed off at it. I defended myself, because we have a right to do that, man. We don't choose fights. We don't bully people. But if you're fucking backed up and people are squaring up with you, what the fuck you gonna do, man? And like I said, I got distracted talking to the friend, and that's when he took his chance and cracked me in my nose. But I like that feeling, man. It's good to get fucking punched in the face sometimes, man. I'm talking spiritually now. Okay, I ain't saying brothers go be a dickhead to people and get cracked in your nose and your skull and then be happy about it. That's just my spirit. All right, I'm a rough dude, man. I ain't no big shot, but for as much as the Lord has allowed me, I like that shit, man. I like real, raw, cold situations, man. I ain't no fluffy dude, bro. I got fucking punched in the face early hours this morning, and that shit was like, whoa. You see, the spirit told me. The spirit told me, hey, be careful out here because you want to go home. You want to go out and go home. Maybe I shouldn't have gone to that food spot, but I did. It's all the spirit, man. But when real shit hits you and you're backed up in a corner, it's only the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai. Fuck your fighting ability. Fuck my fighting ability. It's only the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai that can really deliver you out of that, man. And yes, I did defend myself and I got the fuck out of that place. Spirit had it where after that altercation happened, it was 3-1. But after that altercation happened, that's when my food was ready. I got the food in the shop and I went in the car and I fucked off home. All right. But when you're tasting blood and you're all like frazzled, it's like, yeah, this is real shit. This is real combat, man. I don't shy away from hard situations, man. And I pray the Lord extends that mercy onto me spiritually. Spirit, I don't even want to talk, but Spirit had me bring it out. But that's what happened to me early hours this morning, man. Okay. But I was like, okay, cool, whatever. All right. That it is what it is, But that's the similar situation. I brought all of that out to say this. The same way I was backed up behind a shop and 3 travelers just came for me, or one in particular, And then you had a woman that walked past. She was like, love, don't fight them. There's 3 of them. You won't win. But the other 2 are cool, telling me where they're from, their names, even pushing his friend that was violent down the road. But I was like, whatever, man. And I'm sick, Like Satan attacking you, talking about sicknesses. Sicknesses are demons, man. You know, I woke up this morning, you know, I'm coughing, I'm bringing up phlegm. I don't want to get too technical, but you know the color of the variation of the colors that phlegm come in, man. You spit that out in the sink, right? You wash it down with a tap or whatever, and you're looking at that phlegm, and it looks like a fucking demon, man. Little demon, bro. These little dirty cells coming, filth coming out of your body. That's fucking demons, man. Sicknesses are demons. I got two major sicknesses, not major, but one major, one minor sickness. All right. Then you got fucking people trying to fight you. It's like, bro, what the fuck? But we have to continue, man. And that's really, and I'm happy. And you know what's funny? My nose was blocked because I'm sick. But when I got punched in the face by that Irish traveler, all right, it unblocked. I started bleeding, but it unblocked my nose. And since last night, I haven't had a blocked nose so much. I mean, it blocks up, but it goes away. Nothing as bad as before I got cracked in my nose. So maybe the Lord had that happen to ease the sickness. I don't give a fuck. The Lord is result driven, bro. It don't matter about the means, don't matter about how painful it is, how uncomfortable it is. The Lord is result driven. But that's it. When you're backed up, the Lord delivers you, man. And that inspired through the Spirit my thought process all night, even onto today. Backed up to be beamed up, man. Or backed up to be delivered. The same thing. We was backed up. We had the sea here and the land was caved in, and you got fucking Hamites behind us, man. We're reading it in Exodus 14. We were backed up. But don't worry, brothers and sisters. Don't worry about being backed up, man. The Lord will have you fucking backed up just to beam you up, man. Abarat Azam, man. So that his power can be shown, man. All right. That's what it really all boils down to, man. The Lord puts us in situations where we get fucking backed up so that we can get beamed up, man. You know, because really we should be dead. Really we should be dead, man. But it's by the mercies of Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai, that we're not consumed, man. You know, back in Exodus 14, right, and verse 11, and they said unto Moses, because there were no graves in Egypt, hast thou taken us away to die in the wilderness? Wherefore hast thou dealt thus with us to carry us forth out of Egypt? So the people turned on Moses. You see, we should have stayed. We should have stayed there. I was happy being a slave. We should have stayed there. At least we had a home. At least we had food. You know, yeah, we worked our asses off, but at least we wouldn't have died. Now you brought us into this fucking wilderness to die. They started blaming Moses, man. Okay, is this not the word that we did tell thee in Egypt? So even when Moses was sent back to Egypt to deliver their asses, all right, they were saying to Moses, no, fucking niggas, man. You know, the Lord sent his servant there to deliver us, but then you had people of our nation that were saying, no, don't go to Pharaoh, don't go to that council, don't try and get us out of here, we want to stay. That's why the scripture says, I have said before and will say again, there'll be many more that perish than of them that shall be saved, man. Okay? You know, because the majority of our people didn't want to fucking get out of ancient Egypt, man. You know? So they said to Moses, is this not the word? See, didn't we tell you, nigga? We told you, you know. And Jake loves a I told you so situation, man. You know, that's it. Man. So it says, because in verse 12, is not this the word that we did tell thee in Egypt, saying, let us alone, that we may serve the Egyptians, for it had been better for us to serve the Egyptians than that we should die in the wilderness. So they said, look, man, it's better for us to be in slavery than for us to die out here, man. And Moses said unto the people, fear ye not, and stand still, and see the salvation of the Lord, man. You know? Okay? And that's what we got to do, man. We got to just stand still and see the salvation of the Lord, man. Like early hours this morning, like I said, before any of that shit happened, man, the Spirit was telling me, yeah, you know, you're out here, but just be quick because something might go down. You're not looking for trouble. You're trying to keep a low profile, but trouble might come looking for you. It's not ideal to be out here, man. And lo and behold, 2 minutes later, I had an Irish traveler trying to throw blows at me for no reason, man. You know, okay. And like I said, he looked like Edomite, but he's probably a white Jake, man. And I pray, man. I pray to the Most High that his life is preserved for the missiles, man. Because I saw, look, the UK is gonna get nuked as well, bro. You know, I pray that guy is preserved for the missiles, and Lord willing, I'm beamed up. Psalms 91. All right. Only with thine eyes you shall behold the reward of them. We know who that's speaking about. But that goes for all these fuckers out here as well, man. You wicked motherfuckers, man. That's what I pray anyway. But it's cool, you know. Or what if he's a part of the elect on the flip side, man? He could be a part of the elect. Who knows, man? It is what it is, you know. All right. So Moses said unto the people, fear ye not, stand still, see the salvation of the Lord, man. You can be backed up, man. We are backed up. Now they're starting to blame brothers, man. They got Ye, Kanye West, all his big time deals with these fashion companies. They're all dropping him. They're coming out against him, talking about the anti-Semitic shit. Oh yeah, but you said, you know, Matthew 24:9, then shall they deliver you up. Verse 8 tells us that what? These are the beginning of sorrows. Okay? So these things are happening, man. They're gonna back brothers up into a corner, man. Alright? This is real, man. This ain't no, oh yeah, it's a Saturday, let's put the garment on and let's bring out the precept. Bro, it's deeper than that, man. All what we're preaching about is coming to pass, man. These fucking people, I gotta calm down, man. Salaki brothers, man. But these fucking people out here in the world don't understand what the fuck is going on, man. We're talking about death, destruction. We're talking about the enemy coming in like a flood, bro. That's the times we're living in, man. Real dark, scary, cold times, man. You got these night flies out here now and shit. Is what it is, man. But Moses said, stand still and see the salvation of the Lord, which he shall shew to you today. For the Egyptians whom ye seen today shall ye shall see them again no more forever. And it's going to be the same sentiments, man. That's what I really wanted to bring out. This precept, it's the same sentiments which is going to be for Esau in the kingdom, man. Obadiah 1:18. Let's pull that, man. There's going to be a day after 1,000 years of hardcore slavery. There's going to be a day, all right, for old time's sake. Who knows? It may be King David that the Lord allows to say that once they're all rounded up. Because that's Moses, man. These Edomites that you see today, you shall never see them again. There's going to be a day in the kingdom where they get fucking rounded up and put to fucking death, and the existence of Edomites are totally done. They like to talk about extinction. There's going to be extinction of you, nigga, you fucking Edomites, man. The wicked, the man of sin. Okay. All right. The red man. All right. The man of crime, crimson. Okay. Let's pull that. Where's that? In Obadiah chapter 1, verse 18. And it says, and the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame. All right. That's the southern and northern kingdom are back together. It was that the prophecy in Ezekiel, the two sticks. All right. We're going to be one nation. All right. And we're going to be like a flame. And the house of Esau for stubble. What does the flame do to the stubble? It devours it, man. It burns it up. So what it's saying here, in code, Salakia, in biblical code, is that the Israelites in the kingdom are going to be the end of Edomites, man. Not accidentally, not by coincidence, but intentional, man. An intentional extermination of Edomites is coming, man, by the hand of Yahweh Shai. Isaiah 34:16, seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read. No one of these shall fail. None shall want her mate, for my mouth have spoken it, and his spirit commanded, man. The spirit of the Lord has ordained this to happen, and it's already happened in the spirit realm. So it's just to be played out, man. That's why everything goes according to prophecy. If you've programmed something to do something, before it does it, it's already happened because it's been programmed that way. So when the actual thing plays out, there's no other route it can take. If you're on a train track and the train track goes left, the train can't go right because it's been programmed to be on that track. So wherever the track turns and goes, that's wherever the train goes. That's the exact same thing with existence itself. The Lord has already put the train tracks out for the story, man. All right? And everybody is on their carriage, man. And we want to be, like they say, what was that song, that old Negro spiritual about the train of glory or something like that? We want to be on the carriage of the train, which is called deliverance. But then there's other people, all the other people, they're going into slavery, man. Okay? And it says, and they shall kindle them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau. The Lord Yahweh have spoken it. Okay, there you go, man. So they're gonna get fucking exterminated, man. Just like Moses said, these Egyptians which you see today, you shall not see anymore. That same sentiment is gonna happen in the kingdom, man. After 1,000 years of hardcore fucking slavery, man. That's what's up, man. That's why I wanted to bring out Exodus 14, the deliverance of the Lord, the same sentiments that happened back then to happen now. Okay, and now we're going to touch on some articles and shit, man, of what's actually going on right on the ground right now, man. Okay, let me see something if the stream is running clearly or something like that. Yeah, we're good. So I had this right. Bear with me. Blackouts, yeah. Where's this article I had, man? Let me see something, bro. Just bear me 1 second. Yep. Cause it's gonna get fucking dark out here, man. Shit is popping off now, man. Alright. This is from the Independent. In fact, Salaka, let me get some water in. Alright, this is from the Independent newspaper, and it says no traffic lights, no street lights. What to expect in a winter blackout? Alright? They're telling you clear as day, man. Clear as day, they're letting the general public know that they are going to fucking black the UK out, man. Alright? And winter's basically here now, man. Here it is, it's what? 6:13 over here in England, man. And it's dark already, man. The sunset happened about 45 minutes ago. And within the next 20 minutes, it will be completely dark out here, man. In hindsight, because I came out here late today. In hindsight, I'm by a path, out here, man. But what I really wanted to do was get somewhere where there's a light, man. I thought there was a light by the car park where there's another path where people come in and out of this particular marsh that I'm in, but there's no light at the car park. So I came to the regular spot that I'm at when I'm out on this side of London, man. But there's no light here, Salakia. So in the next 20 minutes or so, I'm gonna have to use my the flashlight on my phone to get back because it's gonna be completely dark out here. But it is what it is, man. But the point is, it's 6 o'clock and it's dark, man. Give it a few more days, it'll be 5 o'clock and it's dark. We're in winter time, man. It's cold as fuck out here. I mean, today's all right, but generally it's cold. So it ain't no, 4 more months and it's winter. No, winter's here. What they're telling you essentially is within the next couple of weeks, all right, For the next couple of fucking weeks, all right, they're gonna start turning off your electricity, man. All right, they're telling you in the title, no traffic lights, no street lights. What to expect in a winter blackout? The National Grid warned there could be blackouts on very, very cold winter days. The head of the National Grid has warned British households that blackouts may be imposed between 4 p.m. and 7 p.m. on really, really cold wind. Look how they're fucking writing it, man. Really, really cold weekdays in Europe if Europe cuts gas exports, man. Now let's look at the logic behind this. They want fucking chaos. We know it. It's called order ad chaos, one of his agendas. They're going to create a chaotic experience to traumatize the people and make the people realize, oh, we need the government. So whatever the government now stipulates, yes, master, we will do. What's the ultimate thing the government is going to stipulate? That mark of the beast, the chip. But people aren't going to accept the chip just like that. So what do we have to do? Let's create some problems. Let's humble their asses into a state of dependency. Once you've humbled the public's asses into a state of dependency, whatever the government say, they will do because that's their only lifeline. Yeah, for you fucking people out there. For us, like Joshua said, as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. You know, see, this woman's got a foul spirit on her, man. She was there over there when I came up, and now she's just walking around in circles, like circulating me within like a 20-meter, maybe 30-meter radius, just walking around in circles with her hands behind her back. But she looks like a ghost, you know. But she's a person, but she works with spirits, man. I'm kind of sensitive to spirits on people and shit, man. You know. You know, we had some weird ass activity with Jake over there earlier on. I mentioned it. Now you got this woman just circulating, man. You know, and where I'm at, there's actually a lot of witches out here, man. You know, witches come out here and do shit. You know, yeah, of course, of course, of course. Now she's standing right behind me in the trees over there, but it's all right, man. It's all right. The scriptures speak about, man. There's no enchantment against Jacob, no divination against Israel. So she can be walking around me, circumambulating me as much as she fucking wants. I don't give a fuck, man. Alright, I believe that there's angels around me and the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai is here, man. So fuck that witch, man. You know, people come around you and all of a sudden there's a cold, airy spirit. Like the actual visage of them is like an apparition, but they're actually there. Man. Can't make this shit up, man. Anyways, man. As I said, they want chaos. They specifically want chaos. Notice they said it's going to be imposed. Not accidental, but it's going to be imposed, man. All right. Between when? 4 p.m. and 7 p.m. Now, when is the busiest rush? You got the morning rush hour, but then people want to get home. You know, people want to actually get home. So between work usually finishes around 5, 6 o'clock. So that's a 3-hour radius, man, 3-hour period. So what does that mean? When people are trying to get home, there's going to be no traffic lights. I mean, there's going to be increase in car crashes. You know, people just not. Come on, man. You know, or you could be at home trying to cook some dinner, and the gas is off, the electricity is off. You know, yeah, I want to go home. I want to watch EastEnders, my soap operas. Now your TV's not turning on, so you can't eat in the evening if you ain't already got some food there or some shit like that. You know, you ain't got no evening entertainment for these people out here. They're fucked. You're gonna have people sitting in their houses, bugging the fuck out, not knowing what to do, man. Oh my God, Jenny, what are we gonna do? They're creating a scenario for people to bug the fuck out, man. All right. To be imposed between 4 p.m. and 7 p.m. on really, really cold winter weekdays if Europe cuts gas exports. Okay. Countries across Europe have been left unable to rely on Russia for their gas as the colder months approach. And despite rationing, analysts said further cuts from Moscow could leave the continent short of supplies, man. All right. So it's going to be a dark winter indeed, man. It's going to be a dark winter indeed, man. You know, all right, real talk, man. You know, but talking about people bugging out, in fact, let me get a precept on that, man, because that's these people. But what about us, Abarat Azar, through the spirit and power of the Lord, man? Where is that out, man? Bear with me 1 second. Let me pull it up. Right, this is the book of Isaiah 33 and 6. Salakia. Isaiah 33 and 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. There you go, man. Wisdom and knowledge is going to be the stability of our times, man. This is why we're not worried, man. You know, okay, you know, when things really start happening, then yeah, you get a little bit, you start thinking, well, what's going on, you know, in the flesh, but then you snap out of that, and the spirit tells you, you do know what the fuck is going on. Prophecy is taking place, okay, you know, and the spirit kicks in, man. So wisdom and knowledge is the stability of our times and strength of our salvation, man. You know, you're gonna have people out here really bugging out, man. People gonna be really bugging the fuck out, man. You know, what do we do? What do we do? It's not fair. You know, what do you mean I can't cook? You know, people got insurance claims. 100%, 100%. There's gonna be car crashes with traffic lights turned off. You know, it's gonna be a free for all on these roads out here, man. Insurance claims are gonna go up, and then the insurance people are gonna say, "Well, sorry, but we're concerned about cars. You know, we have nothing to do with Russia, so you still crashed, so you're gonna have to pay." You know, yeah, but I pay road tax, and you know the roads were bumpy and there's no traffic lights. They're gonna say, "So it's not my fault." You know, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. Okay, so it's gonna be terrible out here, man. People are gonna be bugging out. All right, but what wisdom? The only wisdom, which is the scripture says, now to the only wise God. Yeah, you see that? You see, we've come full circle. I opened out, and then some Jake over there doing some fucking ritual ceremony shit, blowing all kind of green smoke in the air and waving around and shit. Like, that's a stretch, not 30, about 15 of them, maybe less, 11, 10, 12, between 10 and 15 of them, you know. But people are realizing shit is going on. So they all turn into their gods and their whatever, man. But we turn unto the only wise God, the only God that really is, Yahweh Yahweh Shai, man. Okay? And we seek the face of the Lord through the scriptures, man. Okay? So we're going to be stable, Lord willing. We're not going to be bugging the fuck out, man. We're going to be like, yep, knew this was going to happen. When they did the lockdowns, we weren't bugging out, man. We were cool about it, man. You know, you've got to get it. You've got to go to your local station and get the I don't even want to say it, man. You know, set pre-booked, automatically booked GP appointments and, you know, station appointments to go to the local set-up station and get your shit jabbed into you. You know, hey, we weren't phased by that, man. But that was all a test, you know. Okay. And strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. Yeah, we fear Yahweh Yahweh Shai. We seek Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Ba'ashem Rakah Kodash. So whatever fucking bullshit these people out here want to get involved in, that's on them, man. That's really, that's the scripture speak about their strong delusions, man. In fact, let me pull that, because now strong delusions are going to become ever more apparent, man. But I believe this, and I believe that theory, and I believe this, and I believe that. Okay, all right. This is 2 Thessalonians 2:11. And for this cause the Most High shall send them strong delusions that they should believe a lie. The biggest strong delusion out there is the media, man. Yeah, but the government said, you got a lot of people that are up the government's ass. But then now people are trashing the government, man. Okay? The UK, you brothers from, around the world or whatever, stay in tune with what's going on over here in the UK. Salah, I should have really gone to another spot, man, because now it's dark and shit. But then the car park closes soon, so I gotta wrap it up, man. But it is what it is, So yeah, if you keep up to date with the UK, you would understand that the UK economy is a fucking joke, man. You got people resigning. People that I didn't even know who the fuck they were. Now all of a sudden they're resigning. They left the office. I didn't even know. They had that home secretary bitch. I forgot her name. I didn't even know who the fuck she was until she resigned. Oh shit, she was the home secretary? Oh cool. I didn't even know that. She resigned. You got Liz Truss. She fired Kwasi Kwarteng, who was the chancellor. All right. Fired him for implementing her policies, which is bullshit, And then she in history, she's now the shortest reigning prime minister, man. Okay. So it's getting fucked out here, man. It's getting real messed up out here, man. The UK is a joke. But still, all right, the scripture says we are not ignorant to his devices. He got plans, man. And how does Esau get these plans and these agendas to bamboozle and basically perform witchcraft on the minds of people? Because he himself speaks to Satan. All right, that's why they send their witches out here in the open at nighttime to circulate brothers and do kind of weird shit. Another spot further up north, we were at more northwest. We was at there about over a year ago now. We had another witch society that used to go up out there. England is full of these fucking witches, man. These cold ass, dirty, demonic, fucking pieces of shit spirits out here, man. But that's what Esau does. He gets his priests and his witches on the left hand side to go up before Satan, man. Okay. But it's the 2 Thessalonians 2:11, and for this cause the Most High shall send them strong delusions, that they should believe a lie, man. Yeah, he's gonna do it. Yeah, that's what they're really on, man. They really think they're gonna get it done, man, but they're not. They're fucking not, because the scripture says, "Whilst he's in fact, let me pull it. I'll get that. Right. This is the book of Job, chapter 20 and 23, and it says when he's about to fill his belly, what's that speaking about? The he is who? The he is the elites of Esau. Okay. When it says fill his belly, it means what? Fulfill his agendas, man. Once he's about to get those agendas done, all right, the Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him and shall rain it upon him while he is eating, man. So all his new, what's that speaking about? His new world order agenda plans, man. When he's about to put that final piece of the puzzle in and sit back and say, I've done it. That's when the Lord is going to rain on his ass, man. Okay? The Lord's going to fuck his shit up, man. That's what's going to happen out here, man. Okay? That's the reality of the times we're living in, brothers and sisters, man. Okay? The Lord is going to rain it upon him whilst he is eating, man. Okay, within the next, within the next, uh, within the next, I'm looking around because you got grass snakes out here, and you got fucking foxes that come out at this time. So I gotta be careful where I'm stepping and shit. You know, I really should have gone to the Salaki brothers, man. You know, but it's all the spirit anyway. Because I thought there was a light by the car park, but there's no light by the car park. So either spot I went to, when it got dark, that's it, man. You know, I came out here a bit late today. Salaki, man. You know, but yeah, that's pretty much it, man. You know, they got a general, not a general election. They got an in-house election to see who's going to be the prime minister again. They're saying that Boris is strong in the runnings to come back. But when Boris was in office, they were saying get Boris out. Now Boris left, they put Liz in there. Shit went downhill real quick. But again, it's all planned failure. All the abkeo, man. All right, you know, let's get that. We are not ignorant of Satan's devices, man. He may be able to fool the people, but we're the children of light. We're the children of the day. You can't fool us, man. You can't fool the men of the Lord, bro. Because the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai is working with us. Because if you were able to fool the Lord's elect, that's like you saying you can fool the Lord, but it's impossible to fool the Lord, man. All right. Right. Oh, oh man. Fucked up out here, man. Yeah. Right. It's Second Corinthians 2:11. And it says, "Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices." In fact, let me pull that in the blue letter, yeah, and then we're gonna get into that word there. 2:11, yeah. All right. So we read get into the word devices. It's noema, and it says a mental perception, a thought, an evil purpose. Exactly. He's bringing about evil purposes, man. If you seem to think, if you think, yeah, that Esau has any righteous, any righteous bone in his body or any good intention, you, my friend, are deceived. You're deceived. All right? You're deceived straight out, man. Esau has no righteous bone, no good intent in any of his actions, man. So when it says here a mental perception, a thought, an evil purpose, that's exactly what he's doing, man. And he speaks to he has his elites and their priesthood on the left hand side, and they're even got order on the left hand side. They're things that they do for what? To bring about agendas, man. That's why they be doing sacrifices, they be speaking to Satan and all manner of shit, man. You know, okay. We have our high holy days. They have their high unholy days, man, where they get things done. You know. So I'm gonna read that again and probably close it out. 2 Corinthians 2:11, and it says, "Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices." Ignorant means not to know, but we're not ignorant, so we know what this devil's on, man. We know you're on some demon time shit, man. We know you're on some fucked up shit. We know that, okay? But what we also know are the prophecies. And Abba Azat stays with us and increases. What we also know and have is a concept called faith, which you don't have because you're a carnal man. All right. So we have faith in the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, that He's going to deliver us, man. All right. No, no, no. The scriptures speak about it. The fiery dart. In fact, let me close out on that. Fiery darts of Satan, man. Fuck that guy, bro. Fuck Satan, man. You know, fuck you Edomites, man. And we say that not in our own spirit, but in the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. All right, we are conquerors, man. We're overcomers. We are achievers, man, because that is what is prescribed of the Lord's elect. This is why we give our diligence. The scripture says, "Give diligence to make thy calling and election sure." You know, come on, man. Um, uh, in fact, let me pull that. No, you know what? Let me take my time. Fiery darts. Yeah, of the devil. There we go. Ephesians 6:16. And it's funny because in the week I was talking, the Spirit jumped on me to do a video about no matter what, keep going. You could be sick or whatever. And then I came back to the UK, and as soon as I landed back that same day, within 5 hours, I felt horribly sick, man. You know, couldn't travel all the way to the other end of London to be with the brothers today. But it's like, so what, man? Even if I came out for a little hour or so, or whatever, man, you know, nearer to me, I'm gonna do that through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. You know, because hey, man, this is what's up, man. We gotta make our calling and election sure. This is Ephesians 6:16, and it says, above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith ye shall be able to quench the fiery darts of the wicked, man. I just said it. You may have your whatever on your left hand side, but we got faith. We got faith, man. You can't beat faith. All right, you cannot beat faith. All right. So we, with the faith, we what? We quench the fiery darts of Satan, man. No, let's get him this way. No, let's get him that way. Okay, let's get him that way. You're not gonna fucking get the elect, man. Now you may round brothers up in that day, and you will execute particular brothers, but it's cool because you can get our flesh, but you can't get our spirits, man. All right. So there you have it, man. There you have it, man. We gotta ultimately stay strong in the Lord, man, and in the power of His might. That's what the scriptures say, man. Stay strong in the Lord and the power of His might, man. Yeah, that's the spirit, man. The brother put it up. Shalom, man. Shalom to all you brothers on the comment board, man. GMS in his likeness. I'll close out on this, man. Revelation 14 and 13. And I heard a voice from heaven saying unto me, right, blessed are the dead which die in the Lord from henceforth. You know, particular brothers gonna have to die, but they're blessed. You know, they're blessed, man. Right? That they may rest from their labors and their works do follow them. That's specifically speaking about men of the Lord, which passed on, Rabbi Abba Bivens, King Marshall, High Priest, Yaikwab, and other brothers who've passed on, man. They're dead now, but the work that they put in, it follows them, man. It's gonna be the same thing, man. Brothers that die as martyrs for the Lord, for the faith, man. The works will follow them unto salvation, man. You know, so yeah, there you have it, bro. There you have it, man. I'm pretty much gonna close. Like I said, Salakia, I got here a bit late. Um, you know, sickness or whatever, man. But, hey, the scriptures say, "Glory in thy infirmities," man. You know, in thine infirmities, you know, along them lines, man. Hey, because the Lord is able to deliver. The Lord is able to heal, man. No matter what, man. You know, but yeah, I'm gonna close out. Um, Lord willing, that was edifying, man. And until next week, Abarat Azar will be back out here, man. Um, Lord willing, Lord spare life, Abarat Azar next week. I'll be out here with not in this location, on the other side of London. Gonna be with the Archean. You know, we'll chop it up in the spirit, man. You know, Lord willing, in the week we get some videos out. You know, the brothers keep praying, keep studying. You know, the scriptures speak about the adversary, the devil is a roaring lion, but then we got to think about our power, man. The champion, the master, the ruler, Yahweh Shai, who will rise up for us, man. You know, you read in the Torah, you read about how the Lord went before us, man. The Lord went before us. The Lord was walking up and down in the camp. The spirit, Harachak Wadash, man, is that same spirit that's with us now, man. the Lord is walking up and down amongst the camp of Israel with the brothers. The angels are surrounding us, man. So we're good out here, bro. Not to be cocky, but to have a confident faith in Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai, Basham, Dash, man. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up, man. I'll catch you brothers in the next camp, man. All praises be to Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai, Basham, Dash, Damiyad, and double honors unto the apostles and the elders at Great Millstone, man. Yeah, man. Shalom, man.